early? Why are we live?
Because we're using a new platform and Riverside doesn't let me set it for 7:50, so I had to set it for 7:45. But then I forgot that I did that, and so good morning.
Alice, could you put your normal voice on? Hello
I
everybody.
thought I had
My normal voice. I don't know how to turn that.
okay. I don't know what any of these do.
So I got a new sound mixer. No,
Oh, thank God.
Did that work?
did that work? It changed it?
Now you're back. Yes.
Okay. Does it sound regular?
Yes.
Okay. I got to warn you, my cat is very interested in what we're doing this morning. And by my cat, I mean not my cat.
Wait, no, this is not your regular voice. You now have on the what do you call it? I forgot what you call it, but it's a sound thing you use when
Okay.
you
Yeah.
a recorder.
I don't know. I don't know. I just pushed something. Yeah, I bought it. I bought a sound mixer at Prime Day, and it lights up LED. It's pretty. I have no idea how to use it, and apparently, when I push the button, I can't unpush it. So it's not good right now.
Marginal.
Okay. How about this?
Talk a little
I I I I mean, it's doing. No, that was not a good look for you. How about this one? We're just testing out my sound.
That
Okay,
sounds
that sounds okay. All right. So it's quasi my voice today. I see. Good morning, Hedrick. That you need coffee,
yes. Yes. I need coffee
and
and
it's one of those days since I started you 5 minutes early.
like who does that?
Who does that? Who does that?
And see, you've got coffee. Wake up, drink coffee, poof, be awesome. I love it. See, and I need 2 and 3, let's be honest.
Well, this is my second coffee today, and I'm a little off because I went to go make my second coffee, and I was a little late for our pre-meeting, and I was making the coffee, and then I look in my coffee cup. There's a fly in it. So the good news is the fly that was bothering me last night, I caught it. The bad news is I had to make new coffee.
Why? A little more than protein's good
A
for
little
you.
more protein.
Okay, so this is the funny thing about we're talking about what to talk about this morning, which is usually a whole show in itself. But I wanted my initial tagline to be end of summer because I was talking about the episode, not the tagline. And do you know that my friends at my homeschool are heading back to it's
Yeah,
PD day.
I was gonna bring up the B word today. I was gonna bring up the B word. Back to school.
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
just I call it BTS because then we can sing then light it up like dynamite. It ain't K-pop, baby. It is not. It's the other BTS.
I was looking at the date. I'm like, how it's July almost over? July just started. Like, weren't we just at ISTE last week? I was just at ISTE last week.
It
No.
was no, it was 2 weeks now.
Oh my gosh. I still have video from April that I was at Google Cloud Next that I have been pushing off, and I should edit that.
The same. I mean, I could do another ISTE, a couple another ISTE photo dumps. I was looking at that stuff, but then also last week, the Center for OBC had internal learning, and so it was. And it's funny. I felt it because when I got back Friday,
Yeah.
I slept like the whole. It was like too much people. I went from Belize and me and fish and indigenous animals that I don't know the name of to 15,000. I heard it was 15,000 people at ISTE.
Oh, I heard 10.
No, I heard 15.
Just so you know, pre-COVID it was 25.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially because now it's a co-seated event.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so I went from
Who's
what
budgeting
zero
for
from
conferences?
to zero, from zero to people to that many people, and then then I was sick, and then on top of that, the whole internal learning event, which was very compact and filled every day with peopling. And as a closet introvert, Friday I was washed out. I really slept on and off the whole day like I had a flu or something. It was just too much peopling. So
Yeah, are people ready to people? I mean, there's no secret that I am an extrovert, and I actually get up at 4 o'clock ish every day. I know you know that, and then I go to bed at like 8:30, or at least I'm like in bed. I'm winding down and playing games on my phone, and I asked someone to be on a podcast episode with me, and their only time available was 8:30. I'm like, that is my bedtime, and this is bad news for multiple reasons. Like, I'm dragging, like I got to get there, and then because I'm an extrovert, people are my drugs. I know that I'm going to be wired up. So sure enough, after we had this great conversation, I'm like, what? Up until 11 o'clock, which I do not stay up till 11 o'clock. Anyone want to like, hey, let's go hang out? We'll start at 9.
I'm sorry. Can you do me a favor and go, hey, let's hang out? Just do that.
No one wants me to sing. If I do that, I'm going to push the button.
No, then you're gonna hear it. Well, you can't hear it, but you will at least hear it in the playback. Just do it so you can know
No, I
exactly what's
can't
going on.
sing. I can't sing.
You didn't just now. You did sing. That's the funny thing, because you
I-
put the whole quarter thing on, and you were like, "Hey,
Hey! Yeah, I do have something going on. There's a button on here on this little boxy thing that I bought. And, you know, honestly, this is Victoria. No, not Victoria. Vicky Davis, Cool Cat teacher. She was telling me that she had one of these. It uses a fancy cable. I don't know if I can lift this up. It's like stuck. Well, here it is. I got this box. So I got a new microphone. She was saying she uses this fancy cable. I'm like, well, this fancy cable doesn't plug into my computer. So I
that's
bought
my cable.
whatever this was so I could connect my microphone. I like the microphone. It's pink. I don't think you can see it.
Ooh, now we can." Okay, now let's see the pink mic, and then let's see you go, "Hey."
Hey, that's as good as you're going to get from me. I have like a gravel voice. I've never been able to keep a tune in a bucket. So I don't sing. If you see me at church,
No way.
yeah, no, I feel bad for the people standing next to me. Like, you don't want to, you don't want to hear that. You don't.
That's so bad. I think singing is natural. I have
For you, I know you're always singing. You just busting one out.
No, but
I was going to tell you with this new Riverside, you know, because before we were using StreamYard and I could intro it in with a music thing, you now have to be our musical intro. So I need you to wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed every Monday morning. Mondays are made for coffee, girl. Where's your coffee? You gotta wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and you gotta sing for us.
No, it's because I've been in too many time zones in the last month. My sleep is off. My mornings are really, really off. So no, that's not gonna happen. You better say something that makes me want to break into song. That it will happen. But if I plan it, it's like no.
Yeah,
no.
well, I got something to say that will not make you break into song, and that is I bought school supplies.
Oh God.
I know.
This is an interesting time. Yeah. I've been seeing back to school stuff for a month. I also saw the first Halloween stuff already in, which is
You know this like knitting woobles thing that you see in advertisements? They're advertising that you can crochet spooky summer, they're calling it, or something. I'm like, why are we doing Halloween? There's time for that. There's time for that. We're still at the pool.
I miss having clear seasons. You know what I mean? Back to school, and it's clear, and then we wait.
Yeah,
And
that's the
then
problem.
there's Labor Day or Memorial Day or whatever it is. I can never. One's in May, one's in September. Who knows? And then there's that. And you get a little, little Americana, and then after that, then you can start turning to. And then I want a complete, whole, full fall Thanksgiving. Halloween and Thanksgiving can bleed a little bit because we still got the orange. But I want all of those seasons until my birthday, which kicks off the Christmas season. Usually
Okay.
my birthday is around first Advent. If you're into like
Okay. I thought you were
religious.
gonna say your birthday is usually around. And I'm like, isn't it pretty specific? It's usually on the
No,
same.
my birthday's on the same day, but
Yeah,
first Advent changes.
okay. Okay.
The beginning of Advent, which is, if you know, liturgical
Yeah.
religious thingies, it's about the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas. So,
All right. Well, let's talk Notebook LM. That's what I've been playing with this week. Have you played with Notebook LM?
no, I don't even know what that is.
What? Okay,
No.
first you gotta know it doesn't exude googliness in the name. It's so like long, Notebook LM, and it's all one word. There's no space. It's not notebook and
ELLUM at the end?
it's LM.
Oh, okay.
So it's notebooklm.google.com.
LM. Got
LM.
it.
No, it's too early to enunciate, and who knows what
No,
this
I
box
was just
is
thinking it's like
doing to my voice.
antebellum. I'm like getting weird vibes here.
No,
Okay,
okay. So this is your homework. It is so much fun because I wanted to talk to you about ideas for using Notebook LM because as we're starting with the B word, right? We're getting back to school. I think the best place to start for back to school and starting with AI is in this walled garden, so to speak. So it is using Google Gemini, but it's only sourcing your own material. So the first thing, you go to notebooklm.google.com and you're going to create a new notebook and like create 50 notebooks. It's not just like one. So you create a new notebook and the first thing it asks you is what sources do you want to add? So whereas you normally go to ChatGPT or Google Gemini and it just like, hey, just type something. Well, it's not sourcing the dumpster fire of the internet. It's sourcing whatever you upload. So what I did yesterday is I took a teacher handbook and I uploaded the teacher handbook so you don't have to read it. It makes a podcast out of it that's pretty engaging. Have you ever wanted to listen to the teacher handbook? Because maybe you would. I mean, just doing that, I think you're going to be really excited. Now, one of the things that
how is
yeah.
Notebook LM different from projects in ChatGPT or Claude?
So ChatGPT has GPTs, Gemini has gems. I'm assuming projects is what Claude does because they don't use Claude, right? So great point. So when you put information into a gem or a project or a GPT, it's still using outside sources. So I find myself constantly like, no, that's not true. I was writing a blog post about Notebook LM. And, I put in there what I want. And I'm like, here's some links to some websites that I want to source some information from. This is what I want to say. Help me polish my words and give me an outline. And then it was just straight up telling me stuff that was false. And I knew it was false. I'm like, that's not true. You can't do that in Notebook LM. And I'm arguing with it. Why? Because it's going outside of the stuff that I put in, even though I gave it a really good prompt with a lot of info. Where Notebook LM, on the other hand, is really just sourcing those documents. So then when I put the teacher handbook in there, it's only returning back information from the handbook, not any handbook that you can find on the internet, which is if you were to upload your handbook, it is possible that it would source out other things to just include stuff that it might want you to have in your handbook but isn't actually there. So using Notebook LM is going to be a lot better because you know that the content is coming from the content you added.
Okay. I mean, I like having I haven't found that to be an issue.
Once you try it though, it's going to win you over. It is different. Like it's not.
I just know, but I mean, I've not found I've had about 2 hallucinations in 6 months.
I don't think
And
you're using it enough.
yeah, I do. Oh. Yeah, no, when I use it, it's a prompt, but I also, I like I said, I've done what you talked about. I uploaded all of my source materials, and I do find that I have a strong connection. I mean,
Sure.
I don't,
Once you try this, because it is different. So one of the things that I did is I went to a website and I Control P printed every page of the help documentation. No one's going to read the help documentation of an ed tech product. Boring,
Okay.
right? You're going to use it only when you need it because you don't know how to whatever. So I Control P print, downloaded all of them, 129 pages. And then I also uploaded some internal documentation that's not public, but about the product. And I put them all into the same Notebook LM, which it was awesome. But then the podcast it made and the resources it made put some stuff in there that wasn't exactly what I wanted to be able to put out publicly. I mean, it's awesome for me internally. So I just leave it open for myself. So I don't have to leaf through things. When I want to look something up, I'm able to get that a lot quicker than just a regular chatbot. Like it's pretty awesome. But I needed to create 3 notebooks. I made one where it was mixed and one for the internal stuff and one for the stuff that was public. And by the way, I can add a lot more documents into Notebook LM than I can into Google Gemini or ChatGPT. So that's a big advantage too.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is there a limit? I've never reached a limit on ChatGPT.
Oh. I have. Cheers.
Really? How many documents are you uploading at a time?
It is honestly, it doesn't really like more than 6, and it depends on how lengthy it is and how complex. And it's like you've got too much, in your context window.
But no, you upload the actual document as a
Yeah.
file, and
And if it's too well,
do you need coaching in how to use because it sounds to me like
I think you need coaching on how to really push the boundaries. This happens to me a lot. Like there's something that's happening in Google, and I report it, and they come back with, "That's an Alice problem." Like you're a power user. Regular people wouldn't. That's not an issue for them. I'm like, but it's an issue for me.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay, well, before you poo-poo it,
I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just simply saying I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to
try
figure out why it's new and revolutionary, because I do those same things with. I mean, I'm a ChatGPT user and a Claude user for work.
it is a different interface. It's just a different interface. It's a different way of using it. And I use them in tandem because a lot of times what I get in Notebook LM, I'm going to drop it into Google Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever you use. Because it's a little bit more stoic, I guess, documenty, and rather than conversationally.
I'm sorry. Every time you hold a word out long, it does the vocoder thing.
And I can't tell. Like I can only hear myself. It's not putting this back at me. So this box is doing something. So you'll have to later get on a call with me and help me to play with this because I can't play with it myself. I don't know what it is.
When you listen to the replay, it's gonna be hilarious.
All right, it's turning me into Diana Ross.
Yes.
That's good. I need some help. My voice is not my best quality. But anyway, so I would say that as you're gearing up for back to school, start small, take your standards, find any research articles of goals, PD targets that your school is trying to do, and upload those into Notebook LM and let that help you get started with your lesson planning and your assignments and your starter questions, because then the content is based on the content you uploaded, and it's going to be more closely aligned to that. So to me, it's a really easy entry point to using AI.
I mean, and I will say this, I haven't heard anything that revolutionizes Notebook LM for me other than another chatbot. However,
Look at it.
whether or not you have even used AI to begin with, even if you've never started, if you don't at least upload your goals and your standards into an
Standards.
AI tool, oh my God.
Please, there you can add documents. So when you are making your lesson plans, when you're making your quizzes, if you're using AI for stuff, please just attach that standards document. And if you have any favorite research articles, alicekeeler.com/engagement is a research article on what makes things engaging. Add that in there too. Like add a few things to pad your results in your favor.
Because input still equals output. I mean,
Right.
So build your tool. And to me, that's a soft entry anyway. I think by this time, all teachers should have at least some kind of a working project or document where you have uploaded your standards into a chat bot, an AI bot, an LLM, large language learning model, whatever they call it, all of that stuff. And so that when you do ask it questions, or when you do ask it for oh my God, my kid was sick this morning, I'm late, I need a quiz.
Yeah.
It already has information to draw on. It's not going to just give you stuff. And here's the fun thing. You can literally tell it to find the standards. Please find the
Man.
standards for 7th grade tech apps in Texas
Yeah.
2025. It'll find them for you. I mean, you don't even
And
have
then
to
double check that they're correct.
Oh yeah, do that always, always, always.
I know you say you don't get a lot of hallucination, but I get a ton. Like I always I say give me research articles, give me a works cited, and I look up every single one of them. I look up every single one, and sometimes they're not. They don't exist. They're not what it says it was. So
You know what? It did pull. I used to pull a quote from Finding Your Blind Spots about 3 weeks ago for a presentation, and because I didn't feel like going in and looking for it, but I knew it was something like ABC,
Yeah.
and it could not. It took forever for it to find it, and it gave me some like BS, and I'm like, no, I didn't write that. I know I didn't.
Just remember, AI, it does not thinking. It's not a person, no matter how many times it tries to be chatty with you, like, oh, sorry, my bad. I hate that. I hate when it doesn't recognize that it's a robot and it's finding patterns across the internet. And patterns across the internet aren't necessarily good, they're biased.
If you don't know Dee Lanier and Ken Shelton's book on AI and bias, I would strongly suggest you find that. And
Thanks for reminding me of that. I'm going to put that in my newsletter this week because I mean I've done it before, but we need to start there when we're having this conversation about AI. It's not ooh shiny. Look, I can throw stuff in and magic stuff comes out. Magic stuff does not come out. Patterns across it, whatever it was trained on. And if you're trying to do innovative, diverse things, it may or may not have been trained to do that. And so really being a healthy grain of skepticism. So I definitely recommend Ken's book. Make sure that you're checking out that stuff.
Yeah. And remember that although the global population is largely melanated, the techies who are programming and training AI are largely white and male and of a certain even age subset.
Right.
And so you get a lot of, for example, this is a perfect real-time example. I have waist length locks. Locks is spelled LOCS. 6 months ago, it would not, 6 months as early as close to 6 months ago, I had to put in dreadlocks, DREADLOCKS, because that is what they were called back in the Bob Marley age traditionally. So, and because Black women are often not seen as having long hair, even now, I mean, this was last week, I tried to get an image and it would not it only gave me hair that was this long, even though I specified waist. I tried all things. Or, for example, my skin color. Black people come in very, very, very many shades. All people come in shades. Even white people come in different shades from lighter to darker. And Black people have a large, large continuum of shades. Yeah. And I kept trying to get this skin color, and it would not. It kept giving me a medium chocolate brown Black person.
I'm curious, have you tried the new feature in Google Gemini where you can upload a photo and it turns it into a video? And it maintains the photo, but it animates it. So I took my quizzes pinata is in the closet. Dang it. So my Wayground pinata, I have a picture of it and I uploaded it in there. And so the picture stayed the same. It was what is this? Horizontal? Mm-hmm. It's horizontal. It left it that way. And I'm just like, show my pinata dancing and it just has the legs kicking. I'll post this later. But it maintained the photo. So you should try that. Okay. So Veo 3 is now in your workspace. So you have to click on video and now it says add a photo and it's going to make a video out of your photo. But it really is just kind of animating parts of the photo.
I mean, it's popped up. And I've been meaning to play with it, but like I said, the last 3 weeks have been woohoo. My playtime.
Yeah, well, now it's back to school. So get with it, Hedrick. Get
All right,
with it.
it's 8:10. I just want to say, I want you all to enjoy bloodborne pathogens for the 60,000th time.
Oh, I want to rant on that next time.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. That's a
Do
good
that
idea.
next time. Bye, friends.